Hi there, Libra, and welcome back to Star-Lord is Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the month of December 2025. I went ahead, shuffle the cards, laid them all out in the monthly format, but first I would like to wish all of you a very happy holidays, however you spend them. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. So we're going to start off with your overall energy and break it down week by week. Your overall energy is the Magician in the upright position. So some of you this month are going to be very, very much focused on what you are trying to manifest for your future. Now, this could be you're very excited and you're making plans for the new year. A lot of people do get excited in December because they, have all these plans, how they're going to start the new year, what they're going to do in the year coming up. And it looks like you are really in full-blown manifestation mode. Now, I always say when it comes to the Magician, as above, so below, we do need to have our confidence being super strong. Plus, we also need to be very focused in on the things we are trying to bring into manifestation. So keep that in mind and manifest away, Libra. Week 1, we have the Queen of Swords rooted down by the Seven of Swords upright. Queen of Swords is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is you coming up in your own reading in the upright position, indicating, Libra, you're on the right path with any communication and clear thinking you would like to put forward. Queen of Swords, much like the King of Swords or counterpart, these people are all about clear thinking. And that's a good thing if you've got the Magician as the overall energy. You need to have a clear head and focus in on what it is you really, really want to bring into your experience. The Queen of Swords is, for some of you, it could represent somebody external too that you're dealing with who's very cut and dried. They shoot from the hip. This is someone who just, let's leave emotions right out of this equation already, and let's get down to business. She's all about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Could be a clarifying conversation is needed, Libra, with somebody around you. Could be a family member, a friend, co-worker, or something like that. But you could need to set the record straight here. Seven of Swords is what is rooting it down. Now, this is interesting because the Seven of Swords is all about avoidance, right? This is like we want to avoid certain people. They want to avoid us. We want to avoid a certain subject matter. Maybe for some of you, you want to deal with a certain subject matter, but not another one. You want to make sure that, this subject matter is covered, but you want to avoid dealing with a different subject matter. Maybe it's an emotional one because the Queen of Swords does not like to deal with emotions, only wants the facts, the cold hard facts. So the Seven of Swords can also represent somebody being very stealth, very sneaky, and wants to, it's flights from the consequences of a dishonorable act. It could be that maybe you're confronting somebody else who's being very stealth like that. Or it could be that they're confronting you for that type of behavior. But like I said, for the most part, Seven of Swords is all about avoidance, where we're trying to avoid dealing with somebody or avoid dealing with a harsh circumstances or harsh truths. So this could be somebody else who's trying to avoid your harsh truths or vice versa. Hopefully it isn't anybody being sneaky and, trying to steal your ideas or steal your belongings or anything like that. Second week, we have the 10 of Pentacles rooted down by the 9 of Cups. Nice. 10 of Pentacles, week 2, there could be some extra cash coming your way. This can be, perhaps it's a bonus for some of you. For others of you, you could be getting gifted some extra cash, maybe for the holidays. This could be you or your spouse, because it's connected to family, and so it could be your spouse maybe just got a raise, maybe you got a raise, maybe you landed a sweet job that pays really good money. This is known as the inheritance card, generational wealth. It could be you're inheriting something of value, it could be property, could be cash, and it can also come up when, say for example, if you have a grown child living in the home, maybe they landed a job and are able to contribute to the family finances, right? So this is about a level up, money coming, extra money coming for you, or it could be, that you're now making more money because it could be coming via a raise or a promotion, right? Nine of Cups is rooting it down. This is what you wish for. This is what you hope for. You had hoped for this extra money coming your way, maybe for a reason. Maybe some of you want to start a business, you want to buy a home, you want to travel, or you want to do something, but it was your wish. And it is a card of celebrations and excess. So just be careful with the excess part, especially around the holidays. We can always get tempted by, so much that is around us, food and drink, and it's just everywhere, and cheer and joy. So just be careful you don't overindulge, but other than that, it looks like a perfect week 2 for you. Week 3, we have the Five of Wands rooted down by the Ace of Cups upright. The Five of Wands, this is not my favorite energy. He said, she said nonsense. Comes up, like I call it full moon madness energy. This is that week before the full moon where everybody gets all up in arms over, whatever drama, and they're just dragging everybody into it. And I always say resist, because after the full moon's over, nobody cares about the subject matter anymore. So you've just wasted your time and your energy. But sometimes this can be a legit card representing, this is like a scrimmage. This is where we're competing. Now, sometimes people compete romantically. Sometimes people compete for jobs. They compete for a living. So I don't know what the competition is. This is just a general read, so just take what makes sense in your scenario. So there could be a competition there in week 3. Maybe you're competing over, even maybe it's a family thing and you're competing for attention from, other family members. I don't know what's going on here, so you let us know in the comment section below. But love wins all because the Ace of Cups is rooting it down here in week 3. This is a beautiful gesture. It can sometimes represent the birth of a child. It can represent maybe you're getting a brand new pet and a kitten or a puppy or something for Christmas, and this is just opening up your heart. It can represent falling in love. Maybe there's somebody new coming on the scene for you, and they're just sort of stealing your heart right away. It's a beautiful energy. It can be opening of the heart and realizing your own self-worth, and self-love has begun here. It's a beautiful energy. This is the week of Christmas, gorgeous. It's the week of New Year's, the last week of the month, and last week of the year. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, rooted down by the Eight of Cups reversed. So the Queen of Pentacles, this is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, can also represent an aspect of you, especially if you have Earth in your chart. Queen of Pentacles is very down to earth. This could be somebody coming on the scene. Sometimes she'll pop up as an accountant, a real estate agent, people who deal with financial matters and property and stuff like that. So maybe if you did get this 10 of Pentacles, maybe you needed the money for a down payment of the house, and then at the end of the year you're speaking with a real estate agent. This could be someone new coming on the scene for you here, Libra, who's very grounded, very down to earth. This could be topics and conversations surrounding money, financial security, and those types of things, property, jobs. It's rooted down here by the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. A lot of signs got this Eight of Cups reversed. But the Eight of Cups in the upright position, this is the Bye Felicia card. I always call it Bye Felicia. We're taking off. But in search of something, we're just kind of going on a walkabout. We're going on a vision quest. We're looking for something because something is missing, right? We're trying to get that emotional fulfillment. Now, in the story of the tarot, the Eight of Cups reversed points back to the Seven of Cups upright, which is a card of options and opportunities, but they lay in the past when they come via the Eight of Cups reversed. So it could be some of you are looking for emotional satisfaction or spiritual or creative pursuits that lay in the past. Maybe this is, you're not actually doing anything in the Eight of Cups. We're just checking things out. We're just looking to see if there is an opportunity like one in the past, or somebody from the past, or something from the past that can bring that emotional happiness and fulfillment that we feel we're missing. It looks like your financial situation is fine. It's all stabilized for the month of December, but something still is missing. Maybe that's what you're trying to manifest here. So in closing, I will be pulling 3 cards from the Angel Answers deck. I've been using this deck the last few months with my monthly reads, just to give a little extra something. So your first card reads, the situation will improve. The second card reads, meditation brings answers, right? Because remember, cups can also represent spirituality as well as creativity. And the last card reads, don't stop. Don't stop believing, ever. So that's what I have for you, my dear Libras. I want to thank you very much for joining me. I really hope you have a wonderful, wonderful month of December. And I hope the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, hype, share, and subscribe. And I will see you again in the next video. Take care. Much love. Namaste. Bye-bye for now.